Hey guys, you're watching BTech. I'm Basil, and this video is all about the Surface Book 2. This is a beauty. I will talk about why in a second, but before I do, a shout out to our sponsors, directmobiles.co.uk, delivering excellent customer service, award-winning customer service across the UK. Excellent deals as well for over 23 years, and if you hop over to their channel now, you'll be able to see a comparison between the iPhone 10, Samsung Galaxy S8 speakers. Also, massive shout out to Filofax, giving tablets the world over a leg to stand on with the AnyTab 360. Second thing, you can win an Honor 7X by checking out our competition, link in the description below. And now back to this thing. After 24 hours, and the Surface Book 2 has left me very impressed. This new laptop slash tablet slash desktop kind of power device from Microsoft is easily one of the most expensive things that I have held in a very long time. We have the 16GB RAM version, i7 version, 1 terabyte of solid state storage version. That takes the price up to £3,000, or specifically 2,999. But 24 hours in, how does it fare? Do I love it? Yes, I do. In fact, the best thing about this is how good it is, and the worst thing about it is that I'm going to be giving it back, and I'm not going to be able to afford to buy one for myself. Let's start with the design, and this has been improved over its predecessor. You can see there's a magnetic component to the left-hand side of the display to stack that pen. This has got 1496 levels of pressure sensitivity. It's Digic stylus, so it's not the same Wacom kind of digitizer as found in a Galaxy Note 8, for example, but you do have the same levels of pressure sensitivity. The latency's also been improved over past Surface devices, which is very, very cool. So the way this thing works is you open it out, and when you open it out, it wants to read my face, and then it does read my face, and you've got this kind of laptop form factor like the Surface laptop. But then you press a button and it detaches the top portion from the bottom portion, and then it becomes like the Surface, so you can just detach the two. The mechanism that connects top and bottom is so strong. It really does feel like when it's connected one portion, and then I can shake it, I can tip it upside down, and nothing is gonna knock this thing off. I can't pull it apart or anything. But as soon as I press that button, what it does is it starts having a think. And it takes a while because you've got the graphics card, the GPU in here, and that's not the integrated graphics, which is in the top part. It's the Nvidia 1050. So that's like a very sufficient graphics card for a laptop, which means this thing can edit video. It can do a bunch of stuff that you just wouldn't be able to do on other devices. So when you detach it, it then fires up a question: do you want to switch into tablet mode? And then you can use this with the pen or standalone as a tablet. And what's even cooler, the base portion also has additional battery life. So you've got 4 hours of battery life in the tablet, but combine both and you've got no less than 17 hours of battery life, which is super good. So this is a 13.5 inch version. It's got around 260 pixel per inch screen, which has an excellent contrast ratio, looks exceptionally good. It isn't completely perfect when it comes to the design. For starters, like with the past Surface Book, when it's completely closed, you've still got that gapping. So dust, stuff, fluff, when it's in a bag, can get in there. It's just kind of mars the feel a little bit. It does also have a proprietary charger to the right. So this isn't USB-C charging or anything, but you do have a USB-C on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you've got an SD card slot, which is so good, and it's a full-sized SD card slot, so the footage from this is going to be edited on this, and it being so powerful means I can happily edit video. Also 2 USB 3 ports as well. What's also cool is the camera setup. You have an 8 megapixel camera around the back, so a decent performer. Later unlock with my face, and that's a 5 megapixel front camera that just did that unlocking. And so I can get the desktop up, and you can see you can navigate with touch. Really, I think 10-finger multi-touch is really responsive. What's also so good about it is applications are getting better for touch. For example, Adobe's Creative Suite, such as InDesign, you can actually draw a square to create a wireframe square. You can also draw a square and lines in it, and then it will create a text box. So now we're finally at the point where things like a touchscreen or a 2-in-1 like this are actually becoming useful. What's also sweet is that it works with a Surface dial. So if you have a Surface Studio, have a heckload of money and want something to complement it, this will be the perfect complementary device, and your Surface dial and your Surface Pen will work across both. So let's talk about what's inside this thing. You've got, like I said, 8th generation Intel i7 processor in this configuration. It does come with an i5. The i5 is the 7th generation one if that's what you opt for, all the way up to the 16 gig of RAM that is in this. So things like Photoshop, unless you have a gazillion levels, will run really, really well on here. Like I said, video editing that I've done has been really promising as well. In addition to that, Windows 10 is the full version, no Windows 10S rubbish that we've seen before. Sorry, Microsoft, but that just did nothing for me. It was basically like Windows RT, and we know where that one went. But you've got the best Windows experience today, post Creators Update and all of that stuff. It works beautifully. OneNote if you're integrated into that, but even third-party applications like Autodesk Sketchbook work a lot better than they used to work with this pen, thanks to the additional responsiveness of it all. The one thing that I haven't tested on here is gaming, but you've got Steam support obviously, and with the power under the hood that's going to be perfect. What's good is that you've got Bluetooth on here, so you can hook up a DualShock controller, DualShock 4 or an Xbox controller, but if you opt for the 15-inch version of this thing, you'll be able to get a bit more power under the hood as well, but you'll also have a dedicated Xbox controller wireless connector, so it's going to hook up like that super well with battery life that's going to absolutely last all day long and then some. I'm so impressed with this, and the only thing that really does bug me out about it is the price, and this is all just 24 hours in. I've been walking around with it. I must have looked like such a tool all day, but it's one of those devices that I just haven't wanted to let go of. Would I trade my MacBook in for this? Actually, this is probably one of the first, if not the first Windows device. It makes me say, yes, I would. And that's largely because, like I said, those Adobe creative applications are starting to incorporate touch. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to enter our Honor 7X competition. All you have to do is click the link in the description below and you could win one for yourself. Thanks for watching. Be Teched.